Hey everybody, I'm here to talk about bullying, and I'm wearing my glasses. I know a lot of kids are made fun of for wearing glasses, or were in the past. When I was in elementary school, I was prescribed glasses and a patch over one of my eyes. One of my eyes decided that it wanted to turn in, so to make fun of me, a boy named Patrick called me Patches. And I'm using his real name because I think it's hilarious how the similarities between Patrick and Patches are. And he could have used a funnier line like a pirate joke, R, but no, he went with Patches. So let's get started. I've got 20 articles. I'm gonna break it up into smaller sections. In this video, I want to talk about battling bullying. And the first article I want to talk about is Schools Prepare to Deal with Bullying Peer Pressure. And this article basically talks about kids feeling bullied and shunned, and how based on the group that is doing the bullying or the shunning, kids can have a low sense of self-esteem. And the Hartford Public Schools are trying to combat this by presenting a warm, loving environment. And doing that, they're using PBIS, Positive Behavior Intervention Systems. I've talked about this in the past. I don't think that as a general rule it works. It's kind of like a socialist society. It seems great on paper, everybody being even, level playing field, everybody getting the same things, but when it comes to the actual practice, kids do not keep track of their little tickets that they get from the PBIS programs. They don't keep track of the fake money that they get. They don't think that it works, and they're not having the buy-in. And if the students or the teachers don't have the buy-in, it's not going to work. I love the visual that battling bullying offers. These students in Woodrow Wilson Middle School and Farm Hill Elementary School in Middletown are battling bullying by creating a chain of paper, and each little chain has something special written on it. It looks like the idea behind it is to connect it as a community. One of the teachers said, "We're linking together to show we're working together as a community, not just separate schools, to stop mean behavior." And I love the rhyming of the motto. A lot of mottos have rhymes. This motto is, "If it's mean, intervene." It kind of goes to show with what the president is doing across the other side of the world. If you're seeing something mean happening, it's your job to intervene and try to make things better. And the article goes on to say, very briefly, that not everybody can confront the bully, but everyone can do something. So if you don't feel comfortable confronting the bully, tell a teacher, tell a parent, tell anyone who has the power and authority to do something about it. Do you want to have a school with a positive climate, teachers with less burnout rates, students with higher achieving rates, and just a better environment to begin with? Well, the Yale study in the article, Yale Expert Has New Bullying Plan, talks about a plan that goes by the acronym RULER. I know it sounds more like a dictator than an actual good non-bullying plan, but RULER is the acronym, and it stands for recognizing an emotion, understanding that emotion, labeling the emotion, expressing the emotion, and regulating the emotion. RULER. And in order to have a ruler, you can measure your own abilities to calm yourself down and think about how your emotion is affecting your action. The next article, Community Unites to Tackle Bullying, seems a little kitschy to me. It talks about Middletown Safer Environment within the district doing a Unity Day on October 25th of 2013. So it's almost a year ago that they were advertising this, and they're going to be selling wristbands and that sort of thing with the phrase "be good to each other" on the wristband. I like the idea, but it seems a little too pushed. And when I was a sophomore in high school, there was a day called, I don't remember, Anti-Bullying Day or something like that. And it was on Halloween, so I chose to dress up. Well, while we had our meetings throughout the school, a bunch of my friends got together and during the lunch break and started shooting things at me. And then I felt this presence behind me as I was leaving the cafeteria to go back to the meetings. I turn around quickly, and what do I see behind me? A fist of one of my best friends, or who I thought was my best friend, about to punch me, and the other one was holding her away. That was very hard for me. I'm not going to cry about it. I wrote about it in my book. But yeah, kitschy things like this don't work. And a lot of times they show you who the real bullies are. People who you thought were your friends. Lastly, in the article mentioned in October 11th of 2013, students here call for compassion. The East Hartford Schools was working on making a better environment for students, and the vice principal, David Caruso, said that he created an eclectic group so that they can reach out to different groups of students and make them feel as comfortable as possible. And I think this is a great idea, but when I joined the I can't remember all the letters in the acronym. It was the Gay, Lesbian, Transgender, and Straight, there we go, S Alliance. I decided to join to be part of the S, the straight people that support any kind of love. But in doing so, a lot of people decided that I must be gay. I must be a lesbian because I'm part of the group. And that just wasn't true. I was showing my approval, my belief that there's nothing wrong with anyone who loves in a different way from what we are used to. So now you've heard a little bit about my backgrounds, and you've heard a little bit of the anti-bullying things out there. Of course, all these articles were from 2013. So the next video that I'm going to be making is going to be about cyberbullying. Let's bring it up to the 2014 and see how cyberbullying is.